In what? I don't get that shit. It's like, all right, but at least do that with like a prostitute or some shit. Oh, I don't know, like it's weird because like you have to kiss the girl afterwards or something. Like you kissing the girl afterwards, she probably might have like mad equal eye or some shit. You don't know. Yeah, nah, I know, because like Eureka used to want to offer me to do that shit all the time, and I was like, no, I'm not with that. And she was really down to do that shit, and I was like, no, I'm not. I'm good. Word. I think it's a dominance thing. Some-
Hello. Oh, my bad. I accidentally unplugged my headphones. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, won't they view like a different person afterwards, though? Like in that situation?
It depends on the person, really, because the girl I told you about with the whole like asshole thing, I was just like, does that change how you feel about me? And she's like, no, but it makes me look out for her.
Yeah, me too.
So it's like, I'm sure there are people who genuinely enjoy that, because there's times where I'll be watching porn, and then like the girls giving the guy head, I'm like, oh, whatever, same.
Yeah, they're trying to normalize
And then
that
she
shit.
just starts eating his ass. I'm like, hey, yo, what is this?
Yeah, they're trying to
And like,
normalize that.
yeah, like his legs are spread and wide open. I'm just like, all right.
Right. That's why, like, I'm sorry, and you got caught up in a web. Like, what the fuck? Over here, like an evil doer caught up.
But I'm sure he's not gay. I think unless it's something bad, I won't question it. But she's just like, I asked her, I was just like, does he like ask all the time? She's like, almost. Wait, before or during? She's like, during it. Such a buzzkill. Like, imagine like how she would feel if they're fucking. It's just put your finger in my ass. That's such a hey.
Word. That's like.
And I'm like, what do you say? I asked him like, do you oblige? She's like, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, what do you say to him? She said, I just say no. And I'm like, do you guys do that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's crazy.
Cause like she wouldn't wipe his ass if like like let's say like he got really drunk one day and he was like, could you wipe my ass or some shit? Like like it's not something that you're gonna be quick to do. I understand her pain. Like why would I be quick to like stick my finger in something that shit comes out of?
Depends on the relationship. Like I remember we were in Connecticut and Russo got so drunk he ended up like passing out or whatever. And I don't know if you were there. I mean, he like vomited on the floor and shit. And he was just covered in vomit. And it took him. Like I don't think she picked him up, but like dragged him to the bathroom.
Yeah, I remember that.
Put him in the shower, all this other shit.
But that's different though. Like that wasn't like a sexual thing. That was like
Nah, like she bathed him.
I know, but like that's not like a real sexual thing though. Like that's something like you try to get a person. You try to get like a person right. Like.
Yeah, trying to get you right, bro. Like, relax.
But.
It wasn't sexual.
Trying to see a lot of girls too. Well, so I kind of stopped like watching it for a little bit. But I mean, I watch it like here and there. But like, I try not to go too hard. I started seeing like a lot of girls vomiting and shit, fucking like when they get head now. Like that's like a cool thing to do now. I think that's what they think. I don't think that's cool, cause like I just think about the smell.
The Rock loves saying that for some reason.
Who, The Rock?
So hanging and banging in the gym.
Wow. Why is he feeling that from Hulk Hogan?
Hanging and banging. But like, yeah, like that was... She was giving the guy head, and she vomited. And there wasn't any like, I'm realizing this is what like girls are doing. Because some guys have that type of fetish is don't eat, they just drink a bunch of water.
Yeah, like I know, cause like I know, nah, dude, but yeah, like for instance, like I understand you're talking about the one thing, but like when you start seeing chunks of shit, like I'm good. I mean, water shit, I get it, to some extent. But for instance, like Sukihana, right? You know that girl, that chick. She did the same too, but like it was matte pink and like chunks like came out and shit, and it was gross. And she kept going afterwards. And I was like, oh, I bet that shit stinks. It smells very putrid.
Like, the only time I willingly watched it, knowing it was gonna be there, was 2 girls. But there was one where I didn't know it was gonna happen, so I didn't want to think no more. So it's like, alright, I didn't want to, but I didn't want to go. So, but it was more of a curiosity.
No, I get that.
I'm like, yeah, let me keep watching. So I kept watching, and it never ended. Like, all her fluid was fucking gone. I didn't watch the whole video, but like, I'm like a quarter through. I'm just like, yo, she's still running. Like, you know how like after you vomit all like the big chunks, if you like dry heave, you'll
Yeah.
vomit again. It's more like water. There wasn't any water. It was still chunks. And like,
Good to see you, boss.
just like, oh yeah. I'm like, what do you mean, oh yeah? Like,
Like in my head, I'm just thinking like, yo, you smell that? Like, cause like smelling is a big thing to me during like fucking shit. Like if something smells bad, like I'm gonna be like, yo, something smells bad. If it's my even if it's my breath, like if my breath smells bad, I'll be like, yo, I think my breath smells bad. I'm gonna go brush my teeth or put some mouthwash or like, you know, some shit.
I'm at work. Let's talk later.
But yeah, I've done that to like, you know, morbid curiosity and stuff. Like I've looked at stuff like that and, you know, finished that shit, whatever. But it always boggled me, like, what the fuck? Like, how is this a wave?
yeah, it's a strange way. People out there grab their shit. You're the fucking kings. But it goes fast, right? No, it doesn't. Damn. Okay.
Damn, I got really high and shit. My brain just
Today.
What's crazy, right, is I really didn't. How's that called? I really didn't care for Five God, right? Or Kana, I'm sorry. And until did you see the latest video Hassan made?
Nah.
Alright, you gotta.
I actually took a little break, so like until like I get to talk to you again or whatever, we could like be surprised.
Like I was gonna play it, but you have to visually look at it in order to understand what he's talking about. Like he doesn't go after Five God. He doesn't be like, oh, you this, you that. When I see you, it's this. He just it goes back and forth from him talking to him showing a video of like a if you would call it an interview with him, Five God, and like two others. And I didn't really care for Five God until I saw that video. And my feelings at that point were validated towards the end. That you're a decent person and you're seeing what Five God did in this video, you should feel this. And I'm like, I deadass did feel this. Because
Hold on.
I was playing it?
Yeah. He did something disgusting. So we're gonna be on Hassan's side now. Nice, nice.
Oh, yeah, we're team Hassan. Team Posse.
Without the ads?
Am I an ad?
Get YouTube Premium.
They be liking my videos for some time. Five God and Ruin Cross.
Trying to figure out how to get that land back that was stolen from us. Huh? Real. We planting seeds, and those seeds that we plant and we watering those seeds, we trying to figure out. We ain't just out here trying to get no bread. We ain't just out here trying to get money. We trying to get the land back. We trying to buy the land back that was stolen from us. That's a nice way to put it. We're trying to buy the land back that was stolen from us. We ain't out here just getting bread. Trying to figure out how to be entrepreneurs and do it for our next. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Third side, boy. Anybody that's opposition third, y'all niggas already know the flies, boy. I'm not on no fucking, I'm not trying to be what y'all niggas. I'm not trying to do none of what y'all niggas. Y'all niggas already know me, nigga. My name's Carter. See the way I'm looking at him?
Wait.
This video looks like a build up to a match. You think you're special?
I gotta see that one more time. He just like he got niggery out of nowhere.
Who, Five Guy?
Yeah. He's like, fuck all that noise. What up, Simona? Shit, that's Simona for real. What's up?
Named Connor.
Connor. He cut pro out of nowhere, Booker T promo.
Oh no, he calls himself Nigga Connor or Connor Nigga or some shit.
Hassan was laughing though.
But you can tell he's like ashamed.
Five God, nigga.
Retreat, everyone! You piece of shit! Fucking hell!
Oh no! Focus for a fifth. Suck my dick.
Take it how you want.
The Five God, nigga. The collar. The Five God, nigga. He wanted to get more ignorant, change his God to the. Penitentiary still. He's like, fuck all that noise. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, brother. Isn't Connor like a wrestler too?
You said what?
Isn't Connor like a wrestler too? I'm pretty sure it's like a wrestling name. Even Zaymuna was like, nah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, even the kids just like, bro, we're not doing that.
Word, that is true. You are. It was like the angel and the devil, like on Zamun's shoulder. Enough is enough. I be thinking like, who could Five God be beefing with? Like, for how many years? Like, they're like 30 something. How? Let me tell you something, brother. My name Connor, nigga. Five God, nigga.
Oh wait, he's not in color. Towards the end, the kid starts riding.
The kid was like, yo. He read the room. He was like, yo, I could tell like he didn't like that shit.
And that car is securely warehoused. Come back and log on to SecureServe if you want to take a pass at another.
Wait for it, just wait for it.
Oh, what the fuck? even the kid was like, oh, come on, what the fuck?
He's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
Fuck. He's like, now I can't put this on Instagram. Now this on YouTube. Just flashed the whole gun. I was like freestyling.
Now you think about it, this is that's a really good video. This video is than him saying, oh, Five God, if you pull up on me, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, bitch, da da da. People are gonna see this video and feel exactly how I felt and be like, yo, this nigga 40 ain't trying to live his second childhood, talking to 18
Word. Because that's really sad. Like, fuck.
We know what we got to do.
Because even they're like, yo,
Leo
it's
makes good license
like,
plates.
fuck all that
Isn't it?
shit. Because that dude doesn't diss people. I never heard him diss people like that. Simuna?
The dude that don't want to say his age because he's 40 years old, hanging out with your 18 and 20-year-old sons.
40 years old.
Save your sons from the street. Find them somebody to look up to before they fall.
I can still work a spray can.
Nigga took out a whole gun. It's like, yeah.
He really did a presidential smear campaign. Those are the shits you see on like during like
This
fucking
message was
election.
sponsored by.
Yeah, like don't vote for him. Don't vote for Five God, nigga.
See, the problem in this world is people don't like.
So this is about Russia and Ukraine.
That's not how I was raised.
Okay.
That's like a story. I remember like when I was doing security, and yo, I was making like shit money, like probably like $100 to $90 like fucking day, like whatever shift I was pulling, and I forgot at the time something wasn't working with my Chase Bank, so I had to go cash checks at like a cash checking place. And there was this hot ass girl working there, and every Friday I'll have to like every 2 Fridays I'll have to see her, and just like cash my broke ass check of $90, and she just looks gorgeous, bro. Like some nice Latino girl that lives around here, and I used to be
She
like,
was
well, this one is an $80 one. You've been putting a lot of hours.
Oh wow, you get money, huh? Yo, if I'm cashing an $80 check and I go to cash it and she goes, "Oh, you getting money, huh?" I'll be like, I'll punch that window. Like,
They had a bulletproof glass window.
It's not gonna break, I know that.
It'll break my hand.
Just punch it, like, yo, watch your mouth.
I'm gonna see you in closing. I know you work. I'm weak.
Like, hey, she's, what time do you get 4?
I remember I saw her coming out one time when I was when she was closing. But like I was just broke. I couldn't even speak to her. I was so broke I couldn't even speak to her, girl. I think I'm good. I used to get like my checks in like separate installments or whatever. So like each day I work will be a separate check. They won't like combine it in one unless it was like done under one work week or some shit. So sometimes I get like just separate checks here and there, and I'll have to go and cash them all at once. But yeah, she used to be like, she used to be looking at me like, damn, you down bad.
Starts being condescending, like, wow, 80, huh? Really coming up? Like, alright. You just lost a customer.
I probably would have talked to her though, cause like I would have laughed. Like, yeah, you're right. I'm doing dumb shit.
To go in the store with food stamps. So you cats be going
I'm gonna
outside.
be like, you lost a customer. She's gonna be like, $80? I don't think I'm losing much. I'm gonna be like, wow. Yo, take that bag.
I wasn't raised like that. You ever had somebody ask you, yo son, come over here for a minute, can I talk to you? You're like, what's up? I didn't talk to you for a second. And they pull you to the side, they were like, yo son, man, I'm a little bit messed up right now. I ain't got no gas money. I don't have $40.
Lose my blessing. You can with response for this video. Ukraine! You gonna say it like that? Ukraine! Wait a white crime. Do you think if black people had like nukes and like military power like that, you think they'll do the same thing as well?
Toward America.
Well, just like in the world, like if we had like the military power, you think we'll have like the same like? I always question that too. Like I don't know, cause like we do like gangbang and shit too, but people.
Okay, we did it. That one's going on the balance sheet for
a lot with the bombs and shit.
I think we live at the same time. I think people. I think it's something talked about it.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
I hate the fact that I have to go, but it's kind of like what happened with Black Panther.
It's coming at you.
How Killmonger was like, yo, like we got mad shit, like
But like, let's say slavery never happened or whatever. It was never no oppression or like that. You think people like still go down that path of like, you think we'll be like the white people?
if we had the same resources as white people.
Like, let's say like, yeah, we had the same resources and we never went through like any type of slavery or anything like that. That was like, that wiped out our history of the race or whatever, or what we knew.
Yeah, I think we will. What, do what, like, Russia's doing?
But yeah, it's similar to like with the Russian government, like, you know, like what Russia and NATO and everybody's doing, like, you know, that's like mostly white people shit that's going on. Even though they put in like black people behind their, like, you know, speaking in like the UN and shit, you know.
I don't think we'd invade for no
He would be scary. He would be scary looking to like fight. He looks very intense. He's in camo already. He has a camo New York City hat. He's ready for war right now, talking about Ukraine and Russia. It's mass flagging. I want to get Elden Ring so bad.
Trying to read again?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Once his voice starts changing, like, oh,
He starts like talking like a robot.
we have to make it clear.
We have to make it clear. I don't even think that's in depth anymore like that. Nigga studied your DNA, Angel.
Shout out to my niggas on welfare.
You take that tone with me again, I'll come over there and shove that phone up your... Hello? Hello? Ugh. Good to see you, boss.
Oh yeah, my dad told me something like this too. Cause like they're getting benefits. Mhm. I agree with you. Like, if the guy has another house in another state, I think that's more than enough security. Right? That is fucked.
Did you hear about the news? This guy that was walking on the platform, train station platform, and threw a bag of shit into this girl's face.
What?
Swear to God, like he was, she was sitting on the seats, and he made it look like he was just minding his business, about to walk past her, and he had a bag in his hand with shit on it, and he like pied like a pie, like he
Oh my
smushed her
god.
face on it.
What? What station?
What?
What station was it?
Yeah, that's right now.
What the fuck? What would you do in that situation? Would you fight or would you just want to go home? Like, would you just take the next straight home and just put your head down?
Beat the brakes off him. Police responded to reports of an attack on the southbound platform of the East 241st subway station, wherever that is. I'm just gonna assume it's the Bronx.
Yeah, that's the Bronx, yeah.
East 241? That's...
When they have like mad numbers and letters, that means they're in a zone that you don't want to go in.
Yep.
What the fuck? I haven't taken a train mad long. I'm about to walk with a knife if I do.
It got to the point where my little sister, she was supposed to go to the Met for her one of her assignments for school. And take pictures of like an exhibit and make like write a paper about it. But she was literally too afraid to get on the train by herself. So I was just like, yeah, I'll fucking go with you. So but yeah, like people.
Damn, it's getting. What time? What time during the day? Cause my mom be going on a train and shit still. What the fuck?
It was the 21st, so this was last week.
Oh no, you don't have to look it up. I'm just saying, like, damn, what time of the day, like,
Manhattan-bound platform.
you had you and your sister had to go
at 5:15.
Damn, it gets dangerous like at that time.
Yeah, it gets like, yo, people are getting. Shit happens even in the fucking morning, like rush hour. People are brave enough to do that shit. Where they know mad people at the train station.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like in the morning times when I used to go to school, it used to be crazy. But sometimes coming home, I would have expected to be because everybody's just like on their way home. You know what's so stupid? Like the laws here, you like the flip knives where you can like flip them out
You do know that I've
of
got
like
2
the
degrees,
little handle or
both in
whatever.
finance.
Well that too, the switchblades, but the other just like you kind of pull them out of like the little slot, pop it in place. Those are illegal, like heavily illegal here. But
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, but I bought like the Batman knives in Connecticut.
yeah,
Battering shits. That's fucking illegal.
yeah. So that's illegal. But if you have like a hunting knife that's like sheath on your belt, that's legal. Like if it's under like 6 inches and shit, or about 6 inches or whatever, it's like straight up legal. Isn't that stupid though? Cause like a hunting knife is for hunting, it's for killing something.
And what's crazy is I remember when I was in school, or whatever, I had criminal
Well,
justice.
we don't have the location for this car, but we have the location for a car that's on the way to this car. Find them, tail them without being spotted, and get the vehicle. And, oh yeah, these are little soul gangsters we're talking about.
Niggas who were about to do a crime, niggas who did the crime and got caught, was just asking questions. And this guy was like, asked professor, like, oh, like, is it true about the knife the size of your thumb thing? And he was like, nah, that's not true. Like, everyone thinks that, oh, if it's like the length of your thumb or the length of a finger or some shit like that, then it's legal. He was like, nah, like a knife is a knife is a knife. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah, like if you have the intent of it, yeah. But like the small flip out ones, they said those specifically, like they'll just straight up arrest you for that. Because if you think about it, people go fishing and stuff in like Coney Island and all that. They have hunting knives to gut fishes and stuff. They walk around with those. So like you can't like stop everybody that does have a knife, basically. Like that's the same thing in England. Like you can't stop everybody that does have a knife, but they're trying to like put these little details into place where you can't have none of those things unless it's like in manufactured like packaging and all that shit, and it's at your house. Like that's the only time it's allowed to be out. But like I don't think we have that right now. But like yeah, I think it's because of the tent too. Like a knife is a knife is a knife for real. But I do know that, like for the flip out ones, they go hard over that. If they catch you with that, they just like put you in the back of the car without you even like having a say or anything. Cause like if I was coming home from camping from like upstate, right, and I took the LIRR or whatever back, and like I forgot my hunting knife on my waist or whatever, but my shirt is over it and shit. But like I just forgot it, and the cop saw me. Like there has to be like a barrier in place to like for him to not trip out over that shit and be like, oh, you gotta go to jail right now. So I guess that's like the little barrier they created for that shit. I don't know about the inches so much thing, but I know like for the Batman blade you got, like for those flip out ones, they go stupid over that. I used to carry those to like middle school all the time.
When I was at Staples, they gave us box cutters. So it's just like, if a store, or a quote unquote store, is supplying us with fucking box
Blades.
cutters or whatever, I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah, like, and that to me is more crazy, cause like those shits pop out, Zacto knives and all them shits, like them shits pop out, and you can slit anybody's throat with that easily. Hide it in your sleeve and like come and do some crazy shit. But like a hunting knife and those ones you have to like pull out, like you have a little bit more time to like people could see you like pulling out that shit. Like the Zacto knives, I'm surprised they don't have a license for that. Like, you gotta have a license to carry those around. Those shits are like, it's fucked up. I used to carry them around all the time too. but just to like fix the grip tape, like cut grip tape and make designs out of it, not to like threaten nobody with it.
So apparently, this is the most. This is quote unquote the best Batman, because I read reviews. The best Batman movie ever made. And said that Robert Pattinson was made for the role.
Yeah, he looks like a dope Bruce Wayne. He doesn't. I kind of complained about it before because like he had the hard Twilight association with it, but with his name or whatever. But he looks like he fits it for real.
Like how I view it, and I had to like tell people, but people in comments are idiots, so it really didn't go far. Was people brought up the whole Twilight thing. I'm like, bro, he hasn't made a Twilight movie
In
since,
ages.
Like, fucking
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not like and he has a whole like look at it. So give it a chance. I talked shit when Ben Affleck was cast as him.
Yeah, like when you first heard her name, it was gonna turn you off from the idea of it, but like the more you see him in trailers and the more you see him in the suit, and even like just his interviews about like Batman and shit, how he's interested in playing the role. Like I didn't have a problem with it. I think it's better than like Christian Bale's mentality towards the role. If you think about it, right? Like he had a very
Better than Christian Bale's Batman. Let's talk about it. Christian Bale's Batman.
I like it. I like
is
it.
the most... I liked it at the time because there wasn't any other ones to compare it to. There was like Michael Keaton and like Val Kilmer. What about Adam West? And Val Kilmer and like
What happened? You never called back.
hell, even fucking George Clooney. So like the only one outside of Christian Bale at that time that you really took seriously was Michael Keaton. But like Ben Affleck, I'm just like, bro, Christian Bale, it's the least intimidating Batman.
Yeah, because he has to have a voice changer and all that, and it's just like, it is a lot of stupid shit surrounded with it. But
Christian Bale's Batman is the least intimidating. Like,
yeah.
I didn't really care that he did like fucking the vow or whatever. Like, I really didn't care for it. I found it goofy, but it really wasn't anything I can complain about. But it's just like, he's like our size. Maybe he was bigger. First movie, he was fucking jacked, but he's like our height, and it's like, if I saw that Batman in an alleyway, I know
You always bring that up. you won't
Exactly,
be fucking
because it's
like
true.
shook a little bit. But you probably laugh.
No,
You
I'd be
probably
shook, of course.
no. You probably laugh because like, what's this nigga in a suit doing? Like a gimp suit trying to talk.
No, that's the thing, like,
Cause see, he's so alright. If you saw a buff nigga in a gimp suit, right, in a bat gimp suit, I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. This is how criminals think in Batman, right? Like when before they heard about the legend, this guy with the tights, fuck him, right?
yeah, they're like, yo, it's this nigga.
Yeah. So I know you probably have the same feeling like if you saw Christian Bale in like in a suit like that. You'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? But I think
And
I'll be
even
shook.
if I knew about Batman, and I fought him, like, I know I'd lose, but I'd be like, alright, let me throw a couple of swings here and there. He might block them all, but if I saw Ben Affleck's Batman, I'd be like, no, you got it, alright, just break my arm, shut in my collarbone, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna switch.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that always intimidated me about Batman, like if I was to live in a Gotham City universe and like I knew about the Legend of Batman, and I saw Christian Bale's like Batman, I would be scared still because like the thing is, even if he's my size, like he's taking people out like no problem. Like that shit is scary still. Like I think that to me is just fucked up, you know. Even at that size, like it's still scary. But I do get what you mean. Like I do agree with you. Ben Affleck is a scarier Bruce Wayne. I mean Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Some guy was just better.
I'll take it serious, but I won't like. I'll agree with you though. Like that shit is like, you know, he's obviously bigger, so like, he'll make you shit your pants. No, out of doubt.
Yeah, it's like, when I compare like fighting styles, like Christian Bale was more like, I guess a brawler. There really wasn't much there. There was punching. But isn't that Batman? Nah. I guess no. It was pretty punching. Outside of Joker, outside of Heath Ledger's Joker, and like Harvey Dent and whatnot, Ben Affleck's warehouse scene is better than all of those. I said it.
Oh yeah, cause it's more hardcore and shit. He was doing more shit. Like, that's what a 6'2" man should be doing anyway. Like, John Cena's 6'2". That like that's the size of him. So like, I would expect him to be doing more shit like that.
John Cena's Batman.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just using this like you know, like with a man with his like, he's fat too.
Batman.
He's fat 6'2".
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I made a post, right? Because I was at 235 pounds, now I'm at 209. And I posted about it, and I put it on like my Facebook story at one point. And I looked at it and I didn't even bother responding to it. I didn't even open it. A guy said, he just commented, he said, I want, because I lost 30 pounds technically. And a guy was like, I want 80 off me at the moment. I'm 290 and I want Batman's true weight. I didn't even acknowledge it.
You have to nerd out. Like, you don't have to like always be on some nerd shit all the time.
Exactly. Say I'm happy for you, bro. Push it. Batman's true weight. Contrary to popular belief, I don't want to talk about it. But, yeah, I talk about it now a lot more recently because the movie's coming up soon.
But you're more a person that is just, hey, I'm MT from New Rockstars. You know, you're more than that.
You said I'm New Rockstars?
No, I'm saying you're more than that. You're more than...
Look at it. Saying I'm New Rockstars. Be careful.
Be careful.
Hands up. Fall in the arms.
Of the Rockstars.
Something like that.
Yo.
Yo, this girl posted something after so long, and I didn't recognize her until I didn't recognize her until I looked at her name. That's probably because I haven't seen her. That didn't process that information.
You there, so?
Yeah.
Oh.
I sent you.
Alright, hold on. Stop my vehicle off somewhere. I should get a Shelby. Damn. Oh yeah, speaking about that shit, I got so mad today because like I had to revise a fucking resume like for the 10th time in my life. I got tightened through my phone. The shit cracked underneath. I was like, fuck, I gotta be on a new phone.
You can still use it, right?
Oh yeah, I can still use it. There's no issue about it. Just probably can't use it in the rain. And I'm like in a motorcycle shit. But I'm gonna get me some cheap ass Android, like always. Just look at that.
Yeah, like I was talking to Ricky about that because I showed him because he's an Android guy. Some shit. And I was just like, yeah, I made a status about that, and people were saying, oh, if I see like, if I text you or you text me and I see a green bubble, I'm not responding. And Ricky was like, yes, that was Tyann. Like, actually, yes, it was. Like, I don't, two people were just like, Tyann and someone else that was just like, if I see the green bubble, I'm not responding. Okay. I like it.
Son, that actor girl, like, she don't give a fuck. She replied to me.
I'm telling you, like, people's whole personality revolves around social media. You know that song, When I See You, by Fantasia?
I can't remember.
Once you hear it, you'll be like, oh, that song. Why, oh, that song? Because every hood nigga swears that they love that song.
When I see you.
Exactly.
Oh, that one?
That song. Your personality is just is based around that. You're based around that fact that everyone loves that song, so you think you do.
Yeah.
Like, it's what pulled people into thinking apples better than Android, then there's clear evidence that shows the contrary. But there's a, you have to like advocate that.
I have to be an apple. Remember when I was like in school? I was like in my last like year of school or some shit. I got into party with you, and I was like, yo, am I tripping balls right now? Or is everybody in the world has like a fucking Apple phone? Like I feel like I was the only one like left out of the mix of like some type of meeting that everybody got like an Apple phone and I didn't. Cause I was like, for a straight week, I just did a little test myself. And I just looked at sorry, it's fucking NPCs. Holy shit, these NPCs are like fucking people. And I was just looking at everybody in the train that had a phone. Everybody had an Apple phone for that whole straight week. And I'm like, holy shit, like, what, did I miss something? Like,
and not to say that anyone who gets iPhones don't have minds of their own, because that's obviously the case. But it's like, people that go hard, meaning, oh, I won't text you back if you're an Android. I've seen girls say, turn down a guy. And it's just like,
Listen to me.
yeah, cause I mean, that means you're associated with the lowest bottom of the barrel or some shit like that.
No, there's proof that Androids are better. Like, there are people who, with iPhones, that admit it too. They're just like, oh yeah, no, Androids are better. I just don't want Androids.
How can I be of service?
At least you're aware of it.
Okay, so you're in serious trouble, and you need my help. Okay,
But if you're a
okay.
person that like I don't know, like me, I fucking do a lot of crazy shit with my phone. If I'm going hiking or my motorcycle, some shit. Or I just leave my phone when I'm like just boxing or something in my pocket by accident. I just fall or some shit. Like I would like to replace it quickly. I don't want to like go through this whole thing where I have to wait and have a crash so fun. This shit is.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
Sad.
I'll bring it by.
Okay, looks like that one got away from us. If you want to take a pass at another vehicle, come back to the office and let's get moving.
That they run to is Android camera has a Chinese restaurant camera footage.
It is very bad. I'm not gonna lie.
The latest ones are really fucking good. The latest cameras are really fucking good.
Justin, who's
But
this?
so it's just like, so it's like you're trying to tell me that Apple can improve their camera quality throughout all their models, and Androids can do the same thing, but just choose not to update the camera. Everyone's so vain that they rely on the camera.
Yeah. Well, I think with like Android, they do certain models where they do downgrade certain models. So like if you get like the one I'm getting, I'm gonna get a cheap ass one. Like my camera quality might be too great. Probably might be just like on some low effort shit, but still like good enough for like basic like basic use and shit. Like it's not gonna look like ass. It's gonna be like still some shit, but it's not gonna look as great as like the new straight up like Galaxy versions, like the main market Galaxy versions and shit. Like mine, I think mine's just kind of shit. Like either I dropped it too much or something, or the front facing camera is it's just shit for some reason. I don't know why. It's just very fuzzy. It doesn't like capture all like the details and shit, like the face.
Yeah, like not to say all Android is good because you prove that's not the case, but it's just like.
Yeah, I'll agree with them. I'll agree that like Apple will always have it for like the camera shit. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like how you said, like that they just ignore the camera shit completely. Like, yeah, they have models that like have really good camera quality and shit. It's just the Android buyers that, they don't really buy those models too much. I mean, the people that you see that have Android don't buy those models too much. And they're kind of strong. Like, I mean, I did some ignorant nigga shit with it today, but like, well, twice with this phone, but they're strong for the most part. Like, they take a lot of damage.
Yeah. iPhones crack like that. They make memes about it. They're like, yo, there isn't any iPhone user that has all three. It's a screen that's not cracked. Two other things, like, you know how many times I see statuses saying, oh, screen cracked or whatever, all that happened was like a fucking breeze hit it, and it's fucking.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, I've seen it just crack with my own eyes, like easily. And I'll throw down my Android and it won't do no type of damage. Like the only time I fucked this one up, like just today, I got tight. And like the year before, where I was like hacking, and I was tripping out doing like a dick. I was climbing up a rock with my phone in my hand because I was trying to take a picture of like some snake shit. And I just left my phone in my hand for some reason. I was just climbing and planted my phone on the middle of a stone, and all I heard was, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, like I pressed on it to like climb up something, and I was like, oh shit. So I just quickly like took my phone off the shit. I just checked in. There's like a little slit over the screen. Then like I threw it today, like a dickhead. The shit cracked up on the bottom. God damn. 47. Yeah, but I'm getting a cheap one. I don't give a fuck. The only time I'll get a Apple phone is if I got a good job or something and I just want to film more content. Just use a camera to like, I don't know. I don't even think I'll see myself doing. I could always get another Android that have better camera quality. That didn't make no sense.
Anything you need, boss.
Like, personally, I don't really care about the phone. I've had the iPhone I have now. The shit came out in like
that sounds great.
2014 or some
I'll
shit
believe
like
it when
that.
I see
Like,
it.
really
Call
doesn't
me when you
bother
got
me if
results.
like everyone used to be like, oh, like yeah, you get a new phone, you get a new phone. I'm like, why? It still works. Like, if it ain't broke, I'm not gonna buy a new one. I'm just choosing to now because. But
Those are the orders, and that's how you're going to get it done. End of discussion.
Word. I'm an old man now. I do not care about the phones. I'm waiting until they have the hologram phone. When you pop it up like a HUD. Like an H. Like some Iron Man shit.
sounds pretty lit.
I've actually seen that. Like, it's a bracelet that you wear and it pops up like a hologram. And you can like fuck with it. But it's some bread though for that shit. Cause you know how they have like hologram keyboards? It's kind of like made out the same technology of that.
Not to go back to this, but when I see you, isn't even that good. Like I don't see the lore in it.
Resident Evil?
Like, no, when I see you.
Oh.
Like I don't see the lore in it. I don't get it.
Cause it sounds like an old school R&B song, that's why.
It's so dumb. It's like when people base their personality off Harry Potter. It says you're 35. Like, you know how many times
Here, Moyne. You hear, Moyne?
Like, I remember talking to someone. Oh, a friend of mine lives in North Carolina. And, like, we were talking, and, like, Harry Potter somehow managed to come up in conversation. And we ended up changing subjects, and I said something. She was like, oh, you're so like Hufflepuff. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I told her, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? She's like, no, like Harry Potter. I'm like, we're not talking about that anymore. I've only seen two of them. The first one was Shanae, and one technically in 2010. I went to a movie theater with Dre, Alicia, and I think like Kevin or something. And we weren't even, Kevin and I were in the back of the theater making jokes and watching Dre and Alicia make out ahead of us and making fun of me. So we didn't even watch that. Oh, you saw the Justice Joe?
Yeah, who is that?
The girl?
Yeah.
Saudia, bro.
That's Saudia?
That's what I said.
Holy shit. Damn, she look bad as fuck. She lost weight, bro. She looking nice. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay.
We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
because she saw a K-pop group twice. That my sister went to see on Saturday in like some stadium.
What are you doing here?
So
One of our house cleaners.
she posted a picture today
Here, this
at like a concert, so I
This
commented.
is a nice neighborhood.
And
Besides,
was talking
you
about
only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now,
Yeah,
Louisa, shame
I saw
on
her name.
you
Like,
all.
Sadia?
Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off
Sheesh.
without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible.
She look mad different.
Say that.
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do.
You look grown
Abuse
now.
drugs and have another kid. And I mean that
Got the
compassion.
dark lipstick and all that shit. The kinky hair and shit.
Mortal sin.
She's a girl.
Like I still see her as a fucking like.
We're heterosexual
Yeah, when
virgins, and you're
like when she had to go to Florida, she had to learn how to do that shit. Cause you have no buses down there. I mean, you have buses, but it's like hardly any to keep up with. You gotta walk on the highway. Yo, you ever stayed long enough in Florida to see that shit? Like it's easy to like get your license out there, no problem. Cause you don't have to deal with like bikers and all this other crazy shit you have to deal with. Cause you can learn in their lot with like cones and shit, and they just give you the license right there and then. So anybody can get their license in like those areas. But
Yeah, cause you ain't got no other. You don't got many choices. So they're just like, yeah, just take it, cause trust me, you're gonna need it. Drive around.
with the people that take the bus, you know, that should be mad scary sometimes, cause you have to like walk along like busy ass roads and shit.
we have pledged to wait, and your indecency has just offended these lovely
That's what I'm saying.
impressionable
That's why,
girls.
like, New York is a trillion times better.
You're a dickhead.
When it comes to accessibility, yeah, like the only thing is just they need to match their price with accessibility. Like they make everything very accessible, but not like affordable.
I hate when it's, where they're just like, if you
Prostitution and picking up cigarette
if
butts
you
looking for
spend
offense if she isn't a streetwalker already.
if you take the train, if you use like the tap, like the card or whatever,
Hmm.
do it 12 times within a week, you'll get a free Metro card, a free unlimited at the end of the week.
Good because violence is
So I did the math,
Ew, this
and if a single ride is $275 and you do it 12 times, that equals up to $33, which is literally the same amount as a weekly Metro card. So I'm gonna spend the same amount for a Metro card and get another unlimited Metro card the next week.
It's horrible.
How long does the limited last you?
I don't know.
Like a month, right? A week?
You can get a week or a monthly. A weekly is only 30. It used to
That's
be
not
30.
even like a limited in my opinion. That a limited is like at least a month or 2 weeks.
It's two options. It's either a week or a month. I normally do a week because a week is only 33. Even though
33?
fiscally responsible, you should do a month. But a month is like 100 and something.
Fuck that. What the fuck did it just do? Oh yeah, I remember I used to pay that much for like unlimited and shit. For a weekly one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Because they put the tax and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of overkill.
Yeah, if you want to be fiscally responsible, because if you think about it, you spend 3 or 4 times for a month. It's still going to equal up to pretty much the same amount that you'd be doing for buying a monthly anyway. But
During tomorrow night's game,
yeah, I normally do a week.
sneak into the science wing of Wickenburg High, rescue the stem cells, and set them free in the forest, saving America in the process. What's your plan? Pay no attention to that now, Dirk, for it is time for the grand finale.
If I have a city job, I'm gonna have to take the train again. I have to go right back to that shit. Cause I can't picture myself driving across that bridge every fucking day.
Game on, laser girls, you posers. You think you can
With that fucking motorcycle too. Even with a motorcycle, I can't picture that. Like, how with that? That girl, like, she said she don't mind driving anywhere around the city. And I was like, you good. She's from like the south, so like she doesn't care. Like, she's used to like being in the car a lot or whatever. But in my head, I'm like, that shit will make me break, yo. Like, just being in traffic constantly. Unless it's for my job, then like, cool. But if it's just like go somewhere that I want to go, and I want to go somewhere quickly, I'll just leave my bike at home and just take the train.
Yeah, like I didn't know how exhausting, like whenever my aunt would like drive me or whatever, anytime we would ask our aunt to like drive us somewhere, and she'll be like, nah, like, that's too tiring or whatever. Be like, yo, fuck off, cause like you're driving. I didn't think that way until I started driving. That shit is exhausting. It's not exhausting as in like, yo, I can go to bed. It's pretty draining.
Cause your guard is always up. For like other shit.
America loves you. You are in the final.
Recorded live from the Vinewood Bowl. Who will win it all? Who will humiliate themselves in front of the world? Find out tonight on Fame or Shame the Finals. Now, please welcome your host, Laszlo.
I'm actually getting the Venom points.
No, he didn't. Yes. Thank
But
you.
Makita has she got her like CDL.
It's great to be back. Thank you. Fame or Shame.
So she's gonna be driving
Completely
those like big
original
fucking
television.
vans cross
Something
town
you've
and stuff
never
like
seen
that.
before. We've got desperados performing. We've got
That's
has-beens
fucking-
judging them. We've got an
that shit
anodyne
was fucking
heterosexual holding everything together. We are down to the top acts. It's the
Yeah, I mean, like, at least that's for like a job though. Like, you know, like if you're in a work vehicle, I don't mind that. But if it's something where you have to like, you just want to go somewhere yourself, or your job doesn't really entail you driving anywhere, like to drop packages or anything, but you drive into like work to go work at an office. I think that's like fucked up. Like how do you do that shit?
Look at you.
Come on, you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But yeah, if it was like for like delivering packages or just me being in a van, I'd have to deal with traffic.
Guy or gay?
It is what it is.
So deep in the closet, his friends call him Mothball.
I saw
Okay.
a video of the
Why
guy
are you
doing
so
the same thing that
fascinated
she's
with my
doing.
sexuality? Are you even really British? Of course. From
Oh,
Stafford,
we're getting Edge and Styles.
on Sea.
I think that'll be the only match I'd watch.
Okay, right. And
Yeah,
I'll
me
watch
too.
the rest.
I would watch that.
But
You're awfully quiet. Like normally by now you're throwing refreshing sponsor beverages at me.
oh yeah, I watched a video of this guy. He made like a short video because people were asking like, oh, if you're in a relationship, how does it work? Being, you know, in different states all the time and stuff. And he recorded it. He was like, how she goes with him. Like they go like cross country together, and like inside the truck, it has like a room and like a TV in it, and like a microwave and like an oven and all this other shit. So it's not like you have to stay in fucking hotels all the time. But it sounds cool.
That girl I was talking to, she was like how whenever whenever her and her ex will have to like do some shit long distance or whatever, and he would want him to come, she would want him to come like see her and whatever. Can't even say the words right. She would fly him out and shit. And I'm like, yo, you don't have to do that. I'm cool.
Try to get flued out?
I'm cool. I don't need that. I was like, that's very nice of you, but like, if we were in a position like that, I don't think I would want that. Cause I'm like, yo, it's just the money, like the money and time behind it. She's like, nah, I don't care. Like, if I really want to see you, like, I'll do that. It's like, wow.
Yeah, you got one of those, which is fucking good. Like the only person I knew that was like that was Dominique with her car. She'll drive anywhere. You want me to pick you up? I'm like, you're like 2 hours away. It's fine. She's like, I'll pick you up.
Word, I was like,
Go over there.
like, if she's cool and for real, like, I'll dead ass go out like and do more shit for her. I will never like want her to do shit for me. I'll feel bad. Cause I already know like her heart and shit with that, so I'll be cool. Now Eureka, like I always used to test her ass. I used to always be like, yo, you gonna cover that shit? Let me see if you gonna cover that shit.
It's where like, there was a time where I guess Kayla was texting me and I obviously failed. She sent me a text saying, yeah, I gotta get my nails did. And she sent me like 2 emojis or whatever. She put like the emoji with like the hand touching the chin or whatever, and like the 2 eye emojis.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't intentional, but I just completely ignored it. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, so what do you? And she was like, oh, bye, you're not my man. I'm like, what'd I do? And that's when I realized I was like, oh, you thought I was gonna like, oh no.
I only did that once, and I had the same thing happen to me too. Like she did the same shit too.
Like I would do it. Like that really. It's not like I'm just like you gotta do everything yourself. I don't mind, but how I see it is, I don't know. Maybe it goes back to being raised differently or being in the wrong. Like I hate the word error because it's the same one, but
Because everything is just repeated under different like settings, in my opinion, too, right?
Did I mention that I have an MBA?
When you look at life, right? It's like the same shit. We're going into another world war. Like it's dead ass a repeat of like what's. We just have iPhones and like, I don't know, cooler clothing, I guess.
I was gonna say technology is just cool.
Yeah. Like nothing much changed. And it's crazy, like, huh?
No, it's just like how I saw it is if you know I have like things to do with the money I have, and you know you don't have things to do with the money you have,
Then why ask?
so you should be able to you should be able to be like, okay, Justin is using his money for a good reason.
Okay, so this car.
Money, so let me use it this time. But hey, World War, we out here. It's lit.
We out here. This shit is crazy.
People are like, why? People are like, why aren't these kids taking it seriously?
Cause it happened a bunch of times. There's been so much war video games. Like, yeah, like I've thought about that too. Like, I've thought about it in a serious notion too, but I've also thought about it like there's so much movies and war games out, and people are like very keen to propaganda and all this bullshit. It's kind of hard to get people to take shit like that serious anymore. Like even the people in Ukraine were making memes about living next to Russia, like the headache meme. Yeah. And they said, oh, this is not supposed to be a meme, but it is. This is just our reality. That's what they said. Ukraine Twitter. But it is a meme. You posted a meme about Russia, and you have a massive headache living next to Russia. So like even the people that are getting invaded right now are not even taking it serious. Like I mean, I can't even say that full-heartedly, but like looking at the clips of them like some of the people that are our age evacuating, they're just like, what's going on? Like what happened with my iPhone? Like it doesn't look like they're moving with haste, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they have. I don't think they really have a good idea. Because, like you said, when you see it in war and stuff, and then like seeing it, it's different from actually seeing it. So I don't think they're really processing what's going on.
Yeah, like I think the older people or like people that are in the military, of course, like they have no problem. Or like kid, or like, even like younger kids. I think like when they hear, of course, if you hear explosion, or there's anybody like somebody with like a family, you know, they'll take it serious, like on some shit. But like a person that's like bachelor, single, our age, or like younger, in the 20s and like the teens. Like I've seen a lot of them on the news, just like looking around, like looking at their phones, like yo, I don't know what to do. Me, I'm strapping any weapon I could find to me and going to that fucking sports place they said they had, and getting a gun and going into the nearest tree with mad beef jerky and just chilling for the night. I'm gonna live my life. I'm done.
Yeah, how I see it is people make jokes about it. People in America at least make jokes about it. But it's like, it's really like did you see the video? This is why I think white people aren't real. Did you see the video of that woman who wrote a poem for Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, I've seen like parts of it. I didn't get to see like the whole thing though, because I've seen somebody reviewing it.
They're not real. They're not real. They're figments of our imagination, like what? You know what the poem was about.
If I was his mother, I would have like beat him or something, or like corrected him or something.
No, worse. Like it was. She's insinuating that if she was his mother, because she was just like, if I was your mother, I would show you all the love in the world. I would. It's pretty much saying if I was your mother, I'd make sure nothing was happening. She was like, I would love you so much, you wouldn't want to live with me. Like, insinuating, like that's the reason why he's doing this.
Oh, because he didn't get enough love or some shit.
Yeah, and to top it off, I could be the reason. I could stop all this. Yeah, I can fix all this shit. Trust me, if I was your mother. And insinuating your mother wasn't shit. Between that and like celebrities recording themselves singing a fucking song, like that's not gonna change anything.
Oh, that's happening too? They're doing that?
Yeah, they made a fucking song.
They made a fucking song? I'm weak. Like her, I kind of toned her out because I know there was gonna be people like that. Cause like when the Vietnam War is happening, you have like those type of women like putting flowers and guns and shit. And like, although that was kind of cool in my opinion. I mean, that's kind of ballsy a little bit, but it's kind of dumb. Cause somebody could just blow your shit off. I saw it in the X-Men. I think somebody got their brains blown off in that shit. When they did that, one of the mutants. What? Oh, no, it was Watchmen, yes.
What's up, pal?
What's that,
okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Yeah, like I know, especially in the social media generation, I know there's gonna be a chick like that to come out and be like, oh, this nigga Putin. You gotta help him. But the song though, the song is crazy. Look at. Oh my god.
It just makes it wait.
Make me a believer. A believer. Hey! Wake me up, make me a believer. That's like war. That's like fucking Game of Thrones war music. I think that'll make it more worse. I would think you're coming to attack. Imagine the children of the future. That one. Well, that one, like, I can understand. Like, don't bomb us, children. Don't bomb our children. What you doing? Come on. I've yet to figure out why he wants Ukraine so badly, though. There's videos on it on YouTube, but I've yet to click on it. In my head, I just want to think he's just bored, and he just wants to, like, do shit. He's just bored, like, he wants Ukraine. It's like, fuck, we've been chilling for too long, just when you think.
Why are you documenting this? Day 6 of quarantine. Like, it's a fucking apocalypse. You are rich. You are in your home. Gal Gadot, come on, poor titties.
All right, we are.
Oh, that John Legend shit. They think Putin is gonna be sitting down like, damn, them niggas really hit them notes, bro. I can't believe that shit.
Like, you really think during a pandemic when mad niggas was like fucking getting a snot box rock that like I'm supposed to feel rallied and like happy that a bunch of rich niggas are singing the song badly at that? No. Oh my god. My aunt died from COVID, but just, you know, hearing you sing.
That really warms my heart. You're such a special person. It's like having your 5-year-old daughter like, hey mommy, I'll sing you a song to make you feel better. Like type shit, you know? That's what they're doing.
I understand you have terminal cancer, but may I interest you in a song?
Wasn't that from somewhere?
Or it's interest you in an egg in these dire times.
Look at that finish.
Look at that finish. Look at all the people.
That's some rich nigga shit. Like, imagine saying, oh, the world is in so much turmoil. Hey guys, there was like 18 celebrities singing too. I just stopped it. But like, texting, making a group chat with 18 celebrities and saying, hey guys.
Okay.
Song. What?
It's like they want them to know how like self-aware they are, but without even them having to say anything. It's just like, oh shit, they know. Oh shit, they know that COVID's happening.
They like they want us to know.
You poor bastards.
Without, yeah, without actually having to. It's like when something happens, celebrities they my heart go out to blah blah blah. It's something that they need to happen, but you can't say that.
And doesn't that count as like charity or like a tax write-off too? When they do that shit? Well, when they sing that song, like, cause like, isn't that connected to like a charity or something? When they do that stuff?
At that time, nah,
They were just for attention whoring? Nah, that has to be linked to something though. Like, I know all those like hashtags are linked to like some type of campaign. You don't have to look it up, but I'm just saying like, you should assume, right? Like, cause I mean most of those hashtags do like come from like some type of campaign that's getting all these celebrities together to be like, yo, you know.
racked up more than 10.5 views was meant to inspire. She's also a 3-minute video posted just days before the lockdown testing. She herself inspired by a video of an Italian man she had her single on the phone.
Oh, so they just like they did it themselves. Okay.
He just did it to fucking do it.
Alright.
He's like, we're dying here.
Oh, the dead bodies.
You know what I don't need to imagine? People dying. That always is the worst. Fucking like retirement. I would say. And during that time, she was watching bodies from.
Yeah, the same thing with my dad. Like he saw a lot of dead bodies going to like those trailers and shit. And it kind of fucked with him a little bit when he used to come home and stuff. I mean, he's good now, but like he used to get kind of haunted going to work and shit. It was like, damn. And I was like bitching because like I didn't want to get the vaccine.
Well,
I mean, my dumbass got it anyway. But like, I remember him. He got like kind of like scared for me. And tight at the same time. I wasn't like gonna get the shit. I was like, dude, I'm not getting that shit. I'm gonna get retarded if I do. I just see a lot of dead bodies. I have to eat lunch in front of the dead bodies. I'm like, damn, fuck it, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's like fucking, what was I gonna say? It's like Kyrie Irving, right? Now it's starting to turn into the point where it's just like...
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Like, he can only play on the road. Because, like,
I'll bring it to you. I'll get back to it then.
Play on the road. Like, he can only play in, like, counties that just allow, like...
That aren't vaccine mandated. I think New York's, probably, not the New York's the only one that's just like, oh, you have to have he can only play a couple states.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance.
And
I think
mean,
we can do
I don't blame
that.
people for like the shit because now there's like an article out that's saying like Moderna's fucking DNA shit was always in the coronavirus patent or whatever. So now that's like some weird shit. They're trying to find a link of who started the shit. Why like people were so fast to patent it and all that. Bro, what are you talking about? It could have traces of shellfish in it.
you're eating shellfish, it can be cross-marked.
So I'm just doing it out of pure selfishness.
Pure shellfish.
Nah, but it is what it is. I don't like let's say if I was a coach or something, even though he's like my best player and shit like that, I'll just let him rock for what it is. Because like look at it now, like New York is about to get rid of their fucking thing anyway. So when he could come back and play next month, he would be good. Yeah, like the gym too. You don't need it anymore for the gym too by March 8th. So I mean, once that happens, they're gonna follow suit.
Yo, I hate this game. Wait.
Oh my god.
No fucking way. Oh my god. Yeah. And all this stuff. What's the game?
What game is that?
People shit on this. Most hits, most real quick hits that you make that make sense, right? That it's just you have like there's a thing for like move it around, press X to square, move it like
Yeah.
they throw a sinker in, you hit it the same exact way. Like it doesn't.
That sounds very advanced though. To keep up with all.
Because like one, you have to know which pitch is coming. If you're playing online, you get like cards or whatever, and you use those players. And all these pitchers are throwing 100 and something miles per hour. So you have to know which pitch is coming and move it at the right spot. And they can throw it anywhere. They can throw it outside the zone, inside, up, down, left, right, in the corners. So you have to be ready for that. It's not always even a fastball. It could be a curve, cut, change, sink, screwball at some points, knuckleball. So it's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, I seen this dude pitching the other day on Instagram in those batting cages shit, which is fucking insane. Like I didn't know like they do that shit in such a small space sometimes. Like pitch and like bat balls and shit. Just practice like, you know, pitch and batting like the umpire catching and shit. Into small like rectangular like I can't explain it though, but it was just like a space meant for like baseball in a way, but it was just separated by other like spaces and shit. But he was like throwing that shit 90 miles per hour within that small space. And I was just like, what the 90s
Imagine
back.
there are people who throw 102. So
God
imagine
damn.
that.
But they're doing it in like a small space though. Like a very like, I don't know how to explain it. You ever been to Chelsea Piers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like something like that.
It says hitters have roughly 0.40 seconds reaction time typically to determine the type of pitch, determine if it's a strike or a ball, and determine the speed
Wait,
of the pitch.
how much?
0.40 seconds.
God damn.
So,
But that's milliseconds. You be thinking a millisecond. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, you will love.
less than a second.
You will love that shit, yo. You will love that that VR shit. Especially if, oh man, they came out with a baseball. You have to think through like per millisecond. That shit will train you. Zero. Damn, that is like fly thinking.
Yeah, so when people are just like, oh yeah, like baseball's easy, I'm like, sure it is, because
That shit looks scary.
it's because when we're watching it on TV,
Good to see you, boss.
you don't really pick up how fast it is. So when you're watching it on TV, it's shown at an angle, so you don't see how fast the pitch is really going, and you think it's close or whatever, so you don't really think, oh, it's easy, I can hit that, until like, if you YouTube catchers when they're catching a baseball from the pitcher, they put like sometimes they put a camera on it.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Training. So the catcher has to have fucking good reflexes. Because there's times where, let's say the catcher tells the pitcher to like throw it down and in or whatever, and he puts the glove down and in. Sometimes the pitcher doesn't have his release point right, and he throws it the wrong way, and it ends up going the complete opposite direction, up and away. You have to have those reflexes to catch the fucking ball. So it's like, but nah, it's easier.
Nah, that shit's hard. Fuck that.
You're like basketball, sure it is. The hardest, outside of baseball, the hardest sport outside of baseball would probably be soccer.
Yeah, that too. And rugby.
Yeah, because like soccer, at least with football, you can like, you're not always running all the time. Soccer, you're fucking running up and down the court all the time, just for it to sometimes end in a tie. Not worth it. Not worth it.
Then like you crack your ankles and shit. People fucking kick your shit. But you would rather play that or football? Like what's the most non-worth? Well, like the two football sports. What would you play? Which one would you play?
How long am I gonna be playing? There's a reason why I'm saying
Fuck. Because I'm trying to think about the longevity of both. Like, I know football.
Soccer has immense longevity. Football, it depends on what position you play. Like the running back, they're like they get the least amount of money because in football there's a shelf life on running backs. Like running backs in their prime are only good for like 3 years at most. Right? And that's when the drop off starts to happen. That's when, because of the hits you take, you're not as fast as, not as explosive as you used to be. So that's when it goes downhill. So that's, if you're a quarterback, you're good because you're supposed to be protected by the people around you. So you're good. That's why Tom Brady's like fucking 40 things like, and he's still playing.
So then it depends on the position too. Which position you would want to play, and that as well. So you would
Soccer,
just.
outside of baseball, soccer, people in soccer get paid in red.
Yeah, that is true.
Football players don't get paid shit.
Really? I thought they got paid a lot.
Like, they get paid a lot, but in comparison to, like, baseball and soccer or whatever. It says Manchester's Ronaldo, who is the world's first and only billionaire football player, tops the ranking at 125 million from his salary and endorsement
God
deals.
damn.
Yeah, like, there are some people... I think he got 125 for the year. There are basketball players who are 125 for their entire contract. So if it's for 3 years, they're only getting 40 mil each year. So he got 125.
Fuck it, soccer.
Soccer's boring as fucking shit. I can't watch it. I'm sorry.
I can't watch it either.
The most boring sport is golf.
Yeah.
Can't watch it.
I can't play it either. I mean, to sit down there and just like hit that shit too. I'd rather miniature golf, even though it's like very immature. I'd rather that.
I've done miniature golf. That was with Dickhead. Which one?
Oh yeah, we all did it together.
Yeah.
Wow. So much shit. So much shit.
I'm telling you, he was our Stan. When Stan got older, he was Stan.
I don't want to pull a Cartman and go broke and be on the street. Fuck you guys.
He was Stan, so technically that makes me Kyle.
So you're a Jew?
I guess. Especially when, because outside of Randy, Russo used to call me Stan. But looking at it when they're older, he's adult Stan. Like when they were in the fucking morgue, and Stan was just like, "Oh, I have to fix everything." I was like, "You didn't fix anything. You just thought you were better than everyone." And he was like, "Yeah, you're being fucking sanctimonious. You know what fucking sanctimonious means? Like, that's him." But,
Because like he thought he had more experience than everyone that like he was like the leader or some shit.
yeah,
I never
like,
thought. I always used to think like it was just equal. Like it shouldn't be that way.
Like it made sense, like in the episode where like it was his birthday and everything sounded like shit.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
But I related to like shit like that too. Like I felt like that when I've gotten older.
Oh yeah. Like that episode, I think like the creators, they admitted they were just like they made that episode because they realized they were getting old and they didn't know what they wanted to do with the show. And that's why when Randy and Sharon got divorced in our episode, like they were gonna keep it that way, and because they thought they were gonna end the show, they didn't know what to do with it. But then they decided let's just keep it going on this other shit, and they made it so all that shit didn't happen.
Did you see the recent seasons?
I saw the first episode today.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I thought you had like saw them.
No, the recent ones? No, you didn't spoil anything. The recent ones? I saw the first episode, Pajama Day.
Yeah. With the Met Gala.
Yeah,
making fun of people with Met Gala shit.
Yeah. And they were all wearing pajamas in support of the fucking thing, and it was really good.
They were making fun of like old people who wanted to stay home and work. They was making fun of them. The first one as well. They was making fun of those people too, who wanted to just stay in their pajamas and work at home. And with the mask shit on top of it. Like, why don't you wear like your fucking pajamas to like this shit?
They were just like, the guy walked in with his regular clothes. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Nothing. Why? What happened?" He's just like, "You're not wearing your pajamas." And he was just like, "Oh, I just didn't feel like it. Like I was in a rush. I just didn't feel like wearing it." And they were just like, "The sign says you have to wear pajamas." And the guy was like, "It's not a big deal. Just wear the pajamas." And the guy's like, "If it's not a big deal, then I'm not gonna wear it." And the girl was like, "You fucking redneck piece of shit."
Nigga was like, yo, why do I have to wear my pajamas? So I have to wear my pajamas when I come in the restaurant, but when I come to the fucking booth, I have to take it off. I could take it off. Yo, weak.
The favorite part was when before I watched this episode, I swear to God, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like how she really wants to talk to this guy, but she doesn't know. But she doesn't know that she's pretty shy about it. And I used the term "fortune favors the brave," and it wasn't until I watched this episode where they made fun of that Matt Damon commercial when Matt Damon was in like fucking space or some shit, and it was like a Bitcoin commercial.
I didn't see it, cause I didn't understand what they were talking about on that one. I gotta see that shit. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, in the commercial, he's in space, and he's like, "Fortune favors the brave," and it's promoting Bitcoin or like some form of cryptocurrency, and that's why
history is filled with almosts. With those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them, proved to be too much. And for others, one who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments of truth, these men and women, these mere mortals, just like you and me, as they peer over the edge, they calm their minds and steel their nerves.
I'm weak.
With four simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
He looked to Mars. He looked to Mars.
Yeah, this nigga went to fucking this nigga was in space talking about cryptocurrency. Like,
Was he really in space? Nom. Was he really in space?
Oh, was he? Yeah, I think he was.
No, you fucking around. Fucking around with me.
He wasn't really in space.
They have to shit. Imagine though, like they are starting to do that shit, and like that nigga really looked at Mars. Like I got rich off of crypto. I could do this. I could look at Mars now. You think looking at families or something? No, we can look at Mars. We can look at Martian families now.
And that's why they were just like, yeah, I listened to Matt Damon, and I lost all my money.
The NFT. They really made fun of NFTs good in that one though. That was like a really good way of like saying that shit.
Oh, with Butters?
Yeah, cause like they even said like there's ways that people could just have it as something that is just normal, but like there's douchebags everywhere that just like they extort the shit. Like for like instance like Grand Theft Auto, like when you see like their little advertisements and stuff, that's just like them making their own cartoons and like visuals and stuff for the game. To copyright that and make that something, that's just yours. They should be able to do that, like, and make money off of it if somebody wants to buy like their logo or some shit. Like that's not a big deal, but if like niggas who just sell like a fucking monkey and be like, here I have a picture of this and I went broke and like that is a reality though. That's some fucked up shit.
It's so dumb when you think about it because
it is for that.
Isn't like the main purpose of an NFT to like you have something that no one else in the world has?
Yeah, it is. Like the only time I'll get it, like I'll get the understanding of it is like for a virtual world. Like for instance, how like they're trying to build like a virtual city or some shit, and they want to own like for instance, let's say like for Rockstar, they had this thing called Zynga. Like when you go on like the internet on like Grand Theft Auto, and you look up like oh, for instance, Legendary Motorsport or Dynasty 8 or some company that's on that shit, right? They just turn that art shit to like an NFT, and when they make like a virtual world, like let's say they make like a store or something, like a Rockstar store, and they wanted like a little store for you to like buy shit in it, virtual shit or whatever. That'll be their outlet to do that, and they'll be like protected by their property or whatever that they bought, because they own it. Or if somebody owned it, or if somebody wanted to buy it too, they can buy it, but it'll have to be for like a very highest price. But yeah, like that's the only time I'll like fuck with it. It's like for video games, like, you know, like if you made something from a video game or like Marvel Comics, or like how they make like art styles or some shit, like that's the only time I'll fuck with it. But like, I don't know, people who just make like a fucking monkey face and just, here, I own a monkey face, or like, you know, I fucking sold this for like $1 million to try to make money off this like fucking monkey NFT. That's weird. I don't understand that one. I think those people got like suckered into like pyramid schemes. That's true.
So dumb, man.
Because that stuff is more meant for like artists and stuff. Like that's not meant for like everyday people to just invest in and just buy and stuff. Like I won't do that. That's stupid.
There was an article I saw of this guy. He posted a picture of the NFT he got. And everyone just screenshotted it or saved it. So now his shit has no value whatsoever. And he made a tweet. He was like, please stop screenshotting my NFT.
It's stupid. Or screen record it, right?
Yeah.
They can screen, and that's the thing. They can screen record it and put another filter over it and resell it as like their own shit for other people to buy. But the only time I'll get that NFT shit is for like other companies that want to buy different artwork or collaborate with different companies to like buy the artwork and put it in their a space for like merchandising and stuff. Like that's the only time I'll like understand it, or for like promotion or something like that. For regular people to do that, like it's very insane. But I've seen how people got wrapped up in it though. Like when I've been in VR lobbies where they do like crypto talks and stuff like that, and when the NFT thing started going down, because like before it was just like straight up crypto, like all these pump and dumps where they'll find like little companies to like pour all their money in, and they'll find these little companies to pour their money in and like try to get other people around them to do it. And the inside traders, they'll all like pull out at a certain time when they see things get high, and they won't tell the other people that, you know, they got into that trade, when to pull out, basically. So like only a certain percentage of people are making money, but the others are not. You know what I mean? Unless you're like with an inside trader, then like you're good. But if you're not with an inside trader, like for instance, like the metaverse shit, if I'm not with an inside trading group, I will never make money. But if you're with like an inside trading group, they figure out ways to where they pump a lot of money into the system, wait for other people to pump money into the system than basically sell everything and take all that money back for themselves. That's basically what crypto is. So it's kind of like a Ponzi, like little Ponzi schemes, like here and there. But when they started talking about the NFT thing, it was like a very beautiful thing. Like niggas is just mad, like starry-eyed, because it looks so pretty. Like a lot of stuff they were selling looks so pretty looking. And it was just like little kids, like I don't know. It was just like a little kid effect. Like they all wanted to sell their houses and like sell their cars and flip it, hoping that like some type of company buys it for their logo or something like that, you know? So that way they'll get like promotional cuts off of it and all that. But yeah, that shit is crazy.
This guy, Odell Beckham, right? He was supposed to get 13 mil, but he told them to convert his contract into Bitcoin. Right? So,
and that was a very terrible way of just explaining like NFTs and like Bitcoin, because I'm very high as fuck. My mouth is dry, so I had a hard time saying a lot of stuff, but it's basically like a pyramid scheme thing with stocks, but like you could make money off of it if you have just an inside trading team. If you have an inside trading team, then you're good, but if you don't, then you're fucked. That's basically how it is for real stocks too, in a way. But like they have like a commission to like go against that sometimes. Well, they're supposed to go against it all the time, not sometimes. But a lot of people don't really get caught up in it unless they get ratted out.
he was supposed to be converting 750 grand into Bitcoin.
Happened, like, did it? Did it flip?
Now he's only getting 401,500.
So the worth went down. Oh yeah, because there was like a major plummet probably at the time. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
There was a major plummet in it.
It's down 46%.
This other dickhead did the same thing too. What's his nigga? Mayor Adams.
Oh yeah.
He converted his first check into Bitcoin or some shit.
Yeah, good luck with that. People want to be like different and so badly, like want to be a trendsetter. So like all my contracts are gonna be in Bitcoin. Okay, do that.
I can get like the working man trying to like get out of like, they want to get out of like their situation through like that, you know, way. Because you hear people doing it, and it's like, but like when you hear like a mayor or like a celebrity like that already has like enough money as it is, like openly say like, yo, I'm gonna do this crypto shit. Like, why do you have to openly say that? Like, just keep that to yourself. But it's kind of weird now. Like, it's like an agenda behind it now. It's like, why are you trying to get people so heavy into this like Bitcoin shit?
One thing.
You know, our city doesn't even. A lot of the people in our city don't even give a fuck about like that shit in the hood. Really, like it's mostly like, I don't know, like Wall Street people and shit, and just people that went to business school. Hood niggas, like the nigga I work with, he cares about shit like that. But like, average people, they don't really care about that Bitcoin shit. Convert that shit into real money and like funnel it back into the government, the city.
still scamming. I follow Max the Demon on Instagram, and he made a post that was like, "Yo, who got Zelle in a trying to make money?" I'm like, bro, look, if you're still doing it, that must mean it works, which means there are people still paying for it. So, all right, I guess keep doing that, but. Bro, we know what the drill is now. Like, we've been getting asked this since like fucking 11th grade.
There are some people though, like some gangbangers that do make a legitimate business out of it, where they have like this glitch. They glitch the system out in a way. Like I've heard like one guy explain it, where they don't even need to scam like you basically, but it's like your name is still connected to that. You know, they could the IRS or FDIC or whatever, they can still track your shit and figure out you're doing it. But I heard like scammers, they only get 2 years in jail. They don't even get a lot of years in jail.
I heard for like bank fraud, I heard you get time. Like, you take it from the government? Nah, you're not staying for no 2 years. If you're stealing from people, 2 years. But that Bank of America shit,
yeah,
he did.
The guy. Nah, well, like there's you don't have to necessarily do it through the bank too. You could do it like gift cards and like Walmart cards and Amazon cards and all this shit like that, where you funnel the money, you funnel the funds like that through like another debit credit card or some shit. Because you can buy like blank debit credit cards and like put money on it, like straight up blank shit, where it just has the fucking reader, the chip reader, but the card is like straight up white.
Niggas used to
but it's still illegal.
Staples all the time and do it. To the point where they made it so fucking obvious. Like, to the point where we would like laugh at them. Because they'd come in the store, they'll get a pack of gum and be like, yo, can I get 12 $200 gift cards? Oh gee, I wonder what the fuck you're gonna do with it. So like the cashiers would be like, oh, I have to get one in, because they're not authorized to do that many gift cards. So like the manager would know, okay, you're obviously trying to scam, and they'll be like, nah, your card ain't go through. Either that, or they'll be like, nah, we don't have any more gift cards. This one girl who was really attractive, bought fucking laundry detergent and wanted like 8 to 9 gift cards. I'm like, not you. How you, man?
I have 8 nephews. What are you talking about? I have like 8 nephews and nieces. Well, what's the trick for that is just you have to go to different stores, and even like now you don't even have to go to the stores. Like you could just order them online. Like there's ways you can just get them online straight up through like different apps and stuff. Because remember they have like little apps where you could win gift cards, or if you take surveys or all this bullshit. They have so much different ways to do it, but it's still like fucked up. Like one of the rappers I listen to too, he does that shit still. Like he I think he goes on a dark web, and there's like a list of like certain accounts you could take from. I think most people are like dead or some shit, or just like they don't notice that the money is coming out their account, so you can just take from it, take a certain limit or some shit. Like there's stuff like that too. But I've never like, I don't know. Never been interested in doing that shit because I feel like it'll always lead back like it's a fucking trail of evidence.
What's
With
cooking?
my luck, it definitely.
Let me know.
Yeah, like me, my luck too. Like I feel like it'll always be a trail of evidence, like coming back to you.
That's why, like, what was I gonna say? That's why fucking people thought they were lit with them PPP loans after a couple of months, and they realized they weren't getting caught until IRS got blocked, and it's just like, yo, what you doing with that money? You got the money to pay us back, right?
Them niggas is so stupid,
Okay,
bro.
get the
Like,
car and bring it to the warehouse.
They're taking like small business loans too. Like, it's another thing where you quit your job and you don't really like need to quit your job at that time, but like you go and like unemployment and just like live off of it, like that's whatever. But to take a small business loan out is just like, what the fuck? That's obviously getting tracked.
Yeah, like, you think they're just gonna give it to you and not check back and be like, ask what you're doing with it?
Oh, small business assistance, I mean, SBAs, yeah. So they don't need to pay it back. Small business assistance, like, I don't think they need to pay it back.
You don't need to pay back, but if you're not doing what you say you're doing with it, that's
you do.
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So it's like, people really thought, there were people getting 250, 400 grand. Like, there's a website where you can look up where you live at, and you can see the names of people who applied for people and how much they got.
What? That's like some scary shit. Like, people could come and rob your ass. Well, you see, because that's supposed to be for small businesses only. So, like, it shouldn't be bad that it is public knowledge because it should be a small business. It's for a small business. Like,
I was right. It's fucking bank fraud. You can be fined $1 million or imprisoned for up to
you set up to $1 million years? Oh.
Or you can be fined up to $1 million.
Oh. I remember this guy at my job before that other guy came into work. It was a Spanish dude that I used to get shrooms off of. He was like, oh, why don't you do like the small business loan shit? I can help you out with that. And I was like, I don't know, man. Cause like I was telling people like, when I work, like I'm going to Pennsylvania to work for like my house, my family house, or whatever. So like, that's my business or whatever. And that's why I can't cover your shit. So people assume that like that was like the small businesses and shit. And this guy was like, oh, why don't you like go apply for one? And I was like, oh, that's just my own family shit. I'm not really doing anything like public with it yet, so I can't really say I'm a business yet. And he was like, nah, well, just still do it though. Like, you know, like still apply for it, and you can get like paid like mad much, like. And I'm like, dude, nah, I'm good, cause like, if I'm not doing what I'm saying I'm doing, they're gonna track that, and they're gonna be like, where's this money going? Like they're not stupid, they're gonna ask. This is like this is different from like unemployment and shit, where you just get a lump sum of money and shit. Like they want to make sure you make sure your business stay up and shit, so you can support the economy. And he was like, I'm doing it. But I don't know how much I believe those people that like told me they did it. Because I don't know, like they didn't get investigated yet. And I doubt they got away.
All that money, plus he was getting all that money too, and he was having us stay so even more hours, so he's getting all that money, and we would make jokes and be like, nigga, you're going to jail. It's just like, they ain't catch me yet. I'm just like, doesn't mean they're not gonna catch you, period. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's now or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, like, there's a chance you're still gonna get caught.
Because if I was him, I would have done it like just 1 month and that's it.
We're adding that car to your database. You want to add to the collection? Log back onto SecuroServe at the office.
A week, some change, and after that, they just left it alone.
Yeah, I would have done it like that too. I would have never let it get past 2 months because then they'll be like, oh, you're obviously taking advantage. It's not a mistake, you know?
Yeah.
But he's like, he'd probably be like a first time offender or something if he does get caught. Like, they probably might not be too hard on him.
For unemployment fraud?
It depends how long he had it going on for. Like, if he had it going on more for like, what? I'll say more than 3 months.
I think so. Unemployment jail fraud. Let me see.
Like, I mean, if I was a judge, more than 3 months is like something that I'll be like, all right, you're doing a lot. I can get 3 months and you feeling this money big coming in and shit, and you feeling big time, and you set a time limit to try to stop the shit because you didn't want to try to get too gritty. Like, I'll give you some leeway off that, but.
So they'll either have you repay all that. Good luck to that.
Nigga's not saving that shit.
Fines, in addition to the repayment that you need to settle, you might need to pay a fine as well. Federal law requires all states to assess a penalty of not less than 15% of the amount of fraudulent claims. Some states go over that 15%. Criminal prosecution.
Oh, so they do it off
For example,
percentages? That's.
you may be charged with a felony and be put in jail if the amount you fraudulently claim exceeds $950.
Ah, fuck.
Or probation. Or forfeiting future income tax refunds. And you won't be eligible to collect unemployment benefits in the future.
Oh shit! You see? Nah.
That's
why I stay my. That's why I stay my ass in the lane, cause like. When that shit come out, like let's say, if things get like bad from, let's say if we do get into another world war or some shit like that, right? They're gonna need to come with like a universal income thing, basic income. Unless like they start like providing more jobs to make ammunition here or some shit like that for people, just basic people, you know. If that comes back, then I guess not. But if that doesn't come back, like they'll have to do that. I mean, it's going that direction anyway.
Like, niggas really think the government don't got safeguards against this shit? Like, they're gonna. It's strange how people think they can fool the government. Like, they're not even concocting some like Ocean's 13 like scheme to get away from it. We literally asked them, yo, what makes you think you're not gonna get caught? And he said everyone's getting unemployment during this pandemic. They're not gonna worry about me. Okay.
To an extent, yeah. Like I agree with him to an extent, yeah, but like not to the extent that he's thinking. like for instance, I said just cut it off for a month. Like you could still take advantage for like what? 2 checks and that's it, right? That's about it. And if they do pull up an investigation about it, it won't be anything too big. Cause like it'll be just a little small fine or something you could pay back. But yeah, if he's doing it to like to that extent, that nigga's stupid. What the fuck?
Hey, he ain't get caught yet. Nigga posted a picture of him and his wife, and like, which I'm pretty sure is Haiti with a fucking parrot on his arm. I told him like, you better be living there. Don't come back to New York.
Do you think they'd be lying or some shit?
What?
Do you think they'd be lying about like doing scams and stuff? Because like that same Spanish kid dude, he did it. He said he did it SBA, and he's still like working at the gym and stuff. Not my gym, but like another gym.
I don't know. Maybe they did do it, but how I view it is just because you didn't get caught these few months doesn't mean you're not gonna get caught at all. So maybe they're just like, yo, like we got more things to worry about, because he was right. There are a lot more things to worry about than this fucking unemployment shit. But
That's what he told you guys.
he was just like, yo, they think about more shit. I'm like, yeah, because you work in the government. Like, you're right. You know what's going on. And I'm just like, he's like, they have more other things to worry about. I'm like, okay, even so, like, because this was during prime COVID. I miss prime COVID.
Yeah. Like they're what they call investigators for that. Like they have that title to do that. So like when the shit settles down, they can always go back to investigating your like irregularities and like certain like shit that they gave money to, like certain plans that they gave money to or whatnot. They always check for that.
Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of gang dudes that I knew, like they even the stupid kid that came out and hang out here and shit that be wanting to smoke. The one I gave shrooms to and he started like fucking saying there was a hole in my fucking floor. He was like he was trying to do that too. I was like, I don't know how you try to do it. You either do it or you don't.
Yeah, I don't. What was it a test to do it and you failed something? I don't. Hold on, I gotta listen to something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
want food? You want food? You want food?
The cat is wild. Why that cat took off like a bullet on her?
We know what we've got to
I
do.
need to get Elden Ring. That's something I really want to stream.
Your own personal DMV.
I really might delete that stupid fucking Deus Ex game for a fucking Neo again and play that. I'm gonna play Neo.
I am paid well below my skill level.
Oh.
Oh my god, I fucked up. Why are you fucking with me? What the fuck? He walked up on the car like that. He walked up that ridiculous on the car. Is that police?
You idiot.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll bring it by.
I gotta make a tuner garage. Be back. I also gotta check something real quick. Does the hood go down? Yes, it does. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Max will never play. Max will never play. Ah! Man, this had bad brakes on it. What the fuck? Flip, boy. Roll over.
Here for the magic touch?
Saw to a movie in the theater. Alright, I'll be back.
100% guaranteed.
let's go. He's out. Look at the throw. Look at the throw.
Yep. My bad. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is. You can't see what I'm saying. Hold on. Top here, bro. All the way up here. Are you shitting me? Get that other one out.
This nigga made another post on another story on Instagram. Who's up that has Zell? Stop! It's 1 in the morning.
Who's up? Who has Zell? Who's zelling right now?
Who's Zelled up?
That's why you know, like, the Brooklyn drill stream dried up a little bit. The Bronx really took over.
I have no idea why it's the Bronx.
Me too.
That was insane!
Yo, this car sucks ass. Why is this car sucking so much ass?
I did my fucking taxes March 1st, not March 1st, January 24th, the day you could start doing them. They said you will get your shit if you did it early on March 1st. Today is March 1st. So
That's when you go, you put on the red mask, the red hood. You go to your nearest banking facility and you start, like, demanding your money.
you're gonna be like, sir, we can't help you, we're not the IRS. It's just like, she talking like she fucking want her boo back.
But you're connected.
If you think you're very bad at it, come through that. Yeah, so the IRS kicked off the opening of tax filing returns, is now accepting e-file taxes January 24th. Guess when the fuck I did it? January 24th. January 24th. I just want to pay off these niggas and buy a phone and like buy some things for my room. Let's put it like that. Shanae fake pressed me. That's why I was quiet for so long. I took my headphones out because she asked me for help regarding something and I didn't have the money at the time to do it. So she was like, oh, it's alright, don't worry about it. And I legitimately felt bad because if someone asks me for help and I can't do it, I'm gonna feel bad because 9 times out of 10 I could and I do. But so I felt bad. She was just like, Justin, shut up, LOL, it's okay. And I put shaking my head, whatever. And she called me and I'm like, what's up? I didn't even say what's up. I answered and she was just like, did you say whatever to me? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did. And she was just like, why? I'm like, is this why you're calling me? She was like, yeah. I just started laughing at her. She's like, I'm not laughing. I'm like, I know. So
About to snuff your
then
shit?
she started laughing. I'm like, there it is. You see?
I thought she about to stuff your shit. She's like, I'm about to come to your house and beat you up.
Okay.
Yo, the girl I'm speaking to sounds just like Shanae too. That's weird. She's from like the South. I'm like, how do you sound like you're from New York? It's like I sound like I'm from New York.
Out to the south.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the mouth of the South, and I'm like, yo, you don't sound like one. You sound like you're from New York. They're like, wow, really? I was like, yeah. Like you always lived there.
Please come through that. Got a whole lot of demons and they shoot back. It's a bar.
She didn't even say that. You said that. You said that.
No, I didn't. What, that's a bar or demons and they shoot back?
Did she really say that?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you came up with that for a minute. I was like, wait.
I'm not clever. Look, hold on.
She's talking like she fucking want her boo back. But if you really think you got it, please prove that. Hang around a whole lot of demons and they shoot back. It's a no for the internet beef shit. Anytime I see you, it's straight street shit. Told you I'm the bottom gotta beat the block. This is all I had. The life was hot. It ain't
Easy, believe me.
grimy and cold. It's the tease me. Waking to myself. Asking mama why you leave me. But fuck it though.
Asking Mama why you leave me. Asking Mama why you leave me.
Damn, I was early. So whole damn, that's a nice car. I'm safe though. It's like a dick.
You ever play like against people online?
I thought this nigga's the real Batman. You hear me? I got Clark Kent. Like all our conversations, cool, real nice, real respectful. Like I actually like him to this person, right? But something about tonight, I had about person. Just to go back to sleep, cause I know you were sleeping. Like
I wasn't.
I know you were sleeping, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Oh my god. I'm too lazy. I'll show you tomorrow. Princeton made like a butterfly like in class. I'll show you tomorrow. It's cute though. It's so cute. Oh my god. Have kids, but don't. But do. But don't. But do. But don't.
No. This girl's like, I know you were sleeping. I wasn't, but I'm gonna say I was, so you don't message me again. Good night. I had to put, damn, I'm high as shit, I forgot. Hold on. Is it not playing? Oh, it's
Freaks come out.
This is all I had, though I forgot. So apparently, Randy Orton might be injured, because Montez Ford did a frog splash, and his knees landed directly on Randy's arm, like shoulder.
Oh, stupid! Stupid! I bet he was saying, stupid!
Nah, it's past Randy. Randy's just like, I'm not racist anymore.
All it takes is for somebody to get hurt really badly and they'd be like, stupid!
Grimy and cold, because you used to tease me.
Wait, so how long is he injured for?
It's not confirmed. It's saying fans are concerned or whatever. After the camera stopped rolling, Randy was escorted up the ramp by a medical staff member while favoring his right arm.
Well, it's not like serious. The snake slithers away.
Oh, edge turn healed. Edge turn heal. Two get into a brawl, Edge turns heel, kicks AJ in the balls, and then takes him out with the
Oh
concerto.
my gosh. Why are they still doing the ball kick thing?
I don't know, but he did a concerto, so
Okay. At least he made it for that.
balanced it out.
Hey, yeah, so I kinda promised Tony I'd get some famous people in, but no one's answering my texts. We're not cool enough, alright? We've got to make do with a couple of D-list influencers for now. Go pick them up, bring them in, and, you know, hopefully the celebrities will follow.
Trudy. What a character. Versus the OnlyFans thing, it was like... She came back with the rapping.
Oh, she was scamming people.
Yeah, she's scamming people. Oh, wait, no, she was scamming people on OnlyFans, yeah. Yeah, man.
Forgot she was scamming. Apparently she has a sugar daddy. Like, she posts like a thing. Make it that way. Post like, she posted a screenshot of like her travel itinerary of like where she's going or whatever. Underneath it, she put you're paying for it, some shit like that. And she was like, yeah, like I don't even. She took a picture of like her with like racks in her hand, and she was just like, I don't even have sex for that. $2,000 or whatever. He pays for my trips, all this other stuff. She don't post them in blue. Like it was once in a blue where I wouldn't have to, but there would be times where most of the time I'd have to like pay her back. Like there was a time where I was on like a job interview or some shit, and I went to buy clothes or whatever, whatnot. But I only used enough money to buy the clothes that I needed. And I realized I didn't have shoes. So I'm like, fuck, I ain't have shoes. So I was telling Kayla how pissed I was I didn't have shoes. She was just like, how much are the shoes? So like she texted me, she's like, how much are the shoes? So I found out it was like a good like